listeners may find the following footage deeply disturbing. For more awesome content, like and subscribe now. Lock and load, bitches.
If you missed it, well.
I was liking it so much, I was going to let it go again.
You should do like
that was memorizing there.
I want to make sure we were really lock and loaded. We got double lock and loaded, damn it. So, how was y'all? Did y'all enjoy your holiday Monday?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know what y'all celebrated, but I celebrated Columbus Day.
Oh, you didn't do the Indigenous Peoples Day?
Oh, no.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
We're Generation X. Do we really give a fuck? Oh.
Jacob's calling somebody to tell him about it.
So wait as long. YouTube gets mad if you go, if you wait and don't go. So me and John are live at the same time. That's what you get, John, for reading every damn comment.
Yeah.
As we have no comments, so we're probably over here by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we'll let a couple people, 15 people in. Somebody at least say hello. Damn.
How do we see?
Don't be scared. Say hello. Dave will not be mean to you today.
No, I won't. Never.
You can't trust Jacob, but Dave won't be mean.
I'm never mean.
He's not even hit a bong yet.
I know.
What the hell, man?
I think it's due. I haven't even had a bong toke today, so it's like an FBD.
So the one thing, Dustin, John, Top,
he left.
Yo, hey Blip, I appreciate you. I've never seen you before, but you got us started. Hey, we appreciate that. Tommy Boy is going blue. I don't know which blue you're talking about, so there you go. Cautiously optimistic, roll tide. I am cautiously scared. When I went to Alabama in the 90s and we went through the Gene Stallings era in the early 90s, we still lived in Tuscaloosa. Man, we went through like a 3-year period where Jay Barker only lost like 3 games he started. I forget what his record was. I think he was like, I don't know, 40-3, 36-3, something like that. That dude just figured out a way to beat you. And I feel like we're back in those times. NIL sucks. It has created parity. So I'm gonna give John a chance to end his little video about rants, because I want to talk about some of the stuff that happened in his show and happened on the PPP. But right now, we'll talk to some real folks who are here. So I'm in this. This is the end of my 2nd week of my experiment, and so Can the Lion wins without Hutch? Damn, there's another one.
What?
No, another sale. I'll watch. So make sure you hit the like button. You'll get your sale. I don't have a thumbs up for you or anything. But it's so I told you guys. I watched another YouTuber. Damn, if I forgot his name again. Thrift Boss. And I had not been. I've been as I came back to YouTube, to eBay from Amazon being not. It was Amazon was 80, eBay was 20. So I never paid attention to eBay. You throw stuff up there. I got my 20% goal, no problem. But now that it's flip flopped, and I want eBay to bring the 80%, not the 20. I had not. I'm sending offers. I'm doing promotions. I'm restarting promoted listings. I'm doing a lot of things that I know to do. I'm pricing aggressively. And the thought did not occur to me, hey, dumbass, run a sale. Because eBay gives you all these tools you can use. So Thrift Boss said, hey, I've been doing this for the last 6 or 8 weeks. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I've been running a sale. And he is running the sale based on how long his inventory's been in his store. He's got a smaller store, like 200 items. And I'm like, you know what? That's an awesome idea. I'm stealing it, and I'm going with it. Fine with me. I'll give you lots of credit. So I did it last weekend. If it was here less than 14 days, 10%. If it was 14 to 60, was 20% off. Anything that had been in my store 20 over 60 days, I put 30% off. So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had a $3,000 weekend. 1,040, 940, 960 or something like that. It was right at 3,000 or a little short. But amazing weekend, one of my better weekends, and I'm like, hot damn, we're doing this every weekend. So this Friday morning I get up, I start taking some things off. I'm gonna be more aggressive this weekend. I'm gonna take some things off of free shipping. I'm gonna start listing everything with shipping. So when I start using these aggressive sales, I don't get to where I lose money. At least I'll cover shipping. And Jake, I want to know, did you get new glasses?
Oh, I'm messing with them because I bumped my head earlier this evening. And I just realized how crooked they are.
Bumped your head. I've been
Yeah,
telling you
bumped
that.
my head.
I've been telling you that for a long time. You bumped your head.
Yeah, they're
Well, I
leaning.
did it again.
You're not. You don't bump it to correct it. You try not to bump it to hurt.
See how they're like
Oh
crooked?
yeah, they're all wonky.
Yeah, they're
You
wonky.
get with me and
I'm trying
Dave,
to-
and you bump your head. You don't come back for it. You know, when you get this
Yeah,
far,
right.
You bump it too many
trip
times.
down the stairs. It could be the last of BP.
Could be. Yeah.
Okay, so this weekend, what did I do? This weekend, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna restart promotions on Friday. As I'm setting the sales up, I'm gonna restart promotions because there's a lot to that still for some reason. I'm gonna turn off offers because they were the shit out me last weekend, and I'm going to put the store on sale, and I'm gonna run it through Monday night because Monday is a holiday. It's an extended weekend. I'll do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not only that, 0 to 2 weeks is still 10, and then up to 45 days is 20. 45 to 90 or 100, whatever I picked, was 30. Anything over 100 days, fuck it, half off. Let's go. Half off. Let's go. And so let's see. Let me pull up eBay so I can tell you some results. Sales. So I was running middle of the week. I'm running Tuesdays 840, Wednesdays 570, then a 479. I'm sorry, that was Thursday. 479 was Thursday. Friday 957. Saturday it slowed down a little bit, 618. Sunday was very disappointing. It was like 295. I'm like, is eBay broken again? What the hell? And then today I'm at 1117 today. So this is a 4-day weekend on a holiday weekend. It looks like it's going to be. We've got. We're gonna get over it. It's gonna take 4 days, but we're gonna get over. We're over to 3,000.
So wait, what you're saying is eBay? It works.
It works, man. You know, and the other.
It's not broken.
Carol. No, what is his other career? I know he doesn't put out a lot of videos, so that makes sense that he actually has another job. He's an FBI agent. I don't know. There's a little bit of a delay. I'll let you tell me. I'm telling you, folks, there is something. Okay, so John, are you finished yet? Shit, he's 15 minutes over and he's still going. I ain't got time for this. It's time to rant.
Yeah, fuck it.
John, he's an actor. Oh, interesting. Has he been in something we've seen before?
Oh, interesting.
All right, I'm about to go back and watch some of his other videos just to find out. So there we did the PPP podcast, a Profit Playbook podcast. We had Kevin on. Great episode. If you haven't seen it, in American Made, he was Tom Cruise's co-pilot. I've never seen American Made, so.
Oh.
Let me put this hat for children. I'm gonna watch it just to see that.
Oh, and Walking Dead.
Oh, he's been in Walking Dead. I've watched some Walking Dead. I don't watch a lot of Walking Dead. But
I couldn't get through it.
I think I got through like 4th season and
Same here.
A little bit of that thing. So here we go. We have Kevin on, and there's some just absolute moron come on there in the comments. We asked for comments, good or bad. Now I would have seen him in NCIS because I watched NCIS all of them up until
That I haven't.
I haven't watched the last. Whenever Tony left, I left. You got to have some kind of protest. Tony was my favorite, and when Tony left, I'm like, you know what? Damn it! And then I tried watching his show. It only lasted a little bit of time, but well, that makes sense. He's got a very unique look. Trip Boss does, so very cool, very very cool. So old boy comes in the comments and says, you know, a lot of YouTubers are not real resellers because they have a second income or they have YouTube, and we think eBay gives them preference in search and everything because they're YouTubers. If you think for one fucking minute that eBay gives me any preference because I tell them what a sorry sack of shit they are, you must be out your damn mind.
Must not have a mind.
Right.
Nobody on that panel. Josh is not monetized. I have let the YouTube channel where I just do live, so I make what $100 a month. If you think $100 a month has any effect on my reselling, I think John makes like $600 a month. So the day freeze or did I freeze?
You must be you. It's not me.
It must have been me.
You're still moving.
I mean, it's just, folks, you've got to be tougher than. Oh, it was NCI Los Angeles. I've seen a lot of those. So the one thing I'll tell you is, until you accept the fact that part of your reselling failures is your own doing, you're never gonna make it.
Right.
Until you decide that part of it is you're never gonna make it, because you are the biggest control of your business. You control the listings, you control the inventory, you control everything. Do I give eBay a pass? No, eBay has terrible times, and they have times where they struggle and they make the dumbest ass decisions, and they put stuff up that's not ready, and they make changes in the fourth quarter. They do a lot of stupid stuff. But in the midst of all that stupid stuff, the one thing that happens is there's still billions of dollars in sales. And it's not a conspiracy. They're not out to get anybody, all this crazy. I'm telling you who they're out to get. They're out to get stupid people. People that sit back and go, oh boy, I can't believe my old Navy stuff that I was told if I listed 100 old Navy shirts a day that I'd be some kind of reselling quadrillionaire. That guy? Yeah, that guy. But that's the same one going, okay, so let me let you in on a little secret. Not everybody, but a lot of the people that turn this camera on to talk to you on YouTube, most of us don't make a lot of money. It's just a fact. But I can tell you about my sales and tell you what I'm doing and try to help you and give you ideas and give you thoughts. Because most of the people who are doing this are successful enough to do it, or they listen to others, or they try things. There's a common thread in most YouTubers I watch is because they are willing to turn this camera on, they already have a propensity to try things that other people walk away from. How many people who work on sell on YouTube on eBay turn the camera on YouTube? Very few. Just because 40 or 50 or 60 or 100. How many eBay sellers are there? And you can name 100 YouTubers. And there are millions of sellers on eBay, and you got 100. It is a small. It's a small world, and so that person is already gonna be different because they're willing to do things that are different. They're willing to try things that are. I'm telling you, the worst thing you can do, you sit back and go, my eBay sucks, and go, well, I'm not promoting listings. I'm not gonna give eBay any more money. You know what happens when last week before I started working on it, I had the 3 worst sales on eBay. I had $300 in sales in 3 days. And as I'm messing with it, looking, I go, wait a minute, my freaking promoted listings run out. No wonder I hadn't sold a damn thing. It's because I'm not advertising and getting placed in front of an audience because that is a competitive environment. Yours keeps shutting. It's weird. Mine does too.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, I need to cushion my income. I'm on them. I'm just pissed off, SCG. That's all. Pico, Keith, I go live That's the beauty of it. I can go live whenever I want to.
That's right.
I've shipped what 24, 25 today. I've got 67 now to ship for. Well, not tomorrow. I have 2 day shipping, so I really got till Wednesday, but I'm gonna ship some more tonight. The vast majority of stuff is in my is at the building, so I got to go get it because I didn't go get it today. But I am so sick and tired of this just segment of the people who consume YouTube content who can't get it through their thick skull that they hear all this stuff, but it goes in one ear and out the other, and they sit back and go, well, it still can't be me. I don't need to. I mean, for God's sake, there's a group of people out there who think that we should form a union and protest eBay because they don't want to promote listings. Have you ever heard of such stupidity? He's just ignorant, SCG. It just baffles me how stupid people can be. And John's a nice guy. He's not gonna to that guy's face tell him, listen, buddy, you're a fucking idiot. Oh yeah, J-Rod. J-Rod, get out of my damn chat. All you do is make YouTube money. You're not a real reseller.
Yeah.
He's one of those not real resellers that makes money elsewhere. Oh wait, that's me too. Oops.
Oh wait a minute! But every time I see one of his videos, he's out there working his ass off. Yeah. He's out there He's hustling. He's working. But that couldn't be it. It couldn't be the fact that he actually knows what he's doing reselling, and he picks the right items, whether you pick them or not. He picks fast selling items, and he's got opportunity galore out there. And everybody moved to Utah. They're a friendly state, a little snow, but a lot of great picking out there in Utah.
Yeah.
But it couldn't be that he works hard and he knows what he's doing. It couldn't be it.
Surely not.
It's AI generated video. But of all the people to get it, J-Rod gets it, because I was watching him a couple of weeks ago, and people were asking him questions, and he actually told them straight to their face, "You're just not good enough. You've got to develop your skills, and you got to do this because people don't succeed and I don't think people are ready to hear that they are not good enough. Your skills as a picker, as a reseller, as person who lists and does, you're not good enough. The reason why your sales are hurting is because you're not doing what you need to do. It is partially your fault. I told you a couple weeks ago my sales dropped, and even me, as dumb as I am, eventually figured out, what the fuck? Turn your damn promoted listings back on, you idiot. And as soon as I did that, the sales immediately came back. Can y'all imagine that? Imagine that. Sales. Dave and I talk about this all the time. When we're out doing RA, Dave, and we get back and we haven't been on the road for a couple, 3 weeks, what happens? Amazon slows down because we haven't fed Amazon because the inventory is running out because it's running so. Is it Amazon's fault that we don't have any inventory and they're not giving us any sales?
All the fast sellers already sold.
Yep.
It's already sold.
Yep.
Damn, I can hear John on within my headphones. Damn, John.
Jeez.
He's still carrying on. Mr. 7 o'clock, Mr. I never go over. Oh my God. You like the video regardless. And this, I thought.
Wait, did someone use my word?
Huh?
Someone used my word.
What?
I enjoyed. Uh-oh. I couldn't wait, man. What the hell? When I'm watching, I'm like, this dude is going to go way the fuck over.
Yeah, I knew I was.
I've already been cussing and calling people stupid, so you might want to run away. But it's absolutely mind blowing to me that you can look at something and can't understand that you're part of the problem, but then look at others and go, well, it's because they make videos. eBay loves them so much. I can tell you right now.
There's no correlation between eBay doesn't have a relationship with YouTube to say, hey, boost their views because they like eBay and they support eBay. No, they don't do that. They don't operate that way.
But the way YouTube works, folks, understand this. If they like your video, they will bid advertising on your video. It is not about pushing it up there. So the Walmart video is a perfect example. When I made the video of the Monopoly video, Walmart was in the title. It put Walmart in a great light. You know, I talked great about Walmart. I was in all their stores. Walmart was the biggest buyer of ads on that video, and they paid extra for it because it put them in a bid like they wanted to see people. They want to see somebody talking about positive about Walmart. That's the only, but it doesn't affect my eBay sales. It is absolutely tremendous. You know, I think I told you. I think I was watching J Rod a few weeks ago, and somebody asked him about picking this, picking that. J Rod goes, "You're just not good enough. You need to learn how to do this. You need to learn how to do that. It's your fault." I mean, I'm sitting there going, "Damn, this dude is just telling him to his face." He's right. He's right. They are so fucking stupid. You've got to tell them directly to their face. It is your damn fault.
But if you come out and say, I don't like to resell, and you do it because it's a means to an end, but you have this attitude where you hate it, how good are you going to be?
John, I think you hit the nail on the head with that, buddy. I think you were 100% right.
That's why I stopped selling books. I couldn't stand books. It was such a pain in the ass listing books. Didn't know anything about them. Didn't care.
John, if y'all don't understand that, John's 100% right. If you're doing something just for money, you run out of motivation, you run out of ambition. You've got to love it. Folks, John and I are a lot the same. Dave, except for Jacob, he's a real estate mogul. He doesn't really need a resale.
You know what? Shame on you for reselling and being a slumlord at the same time.
I know. That's what we were saying earlier. Gosh.
Save the sales.
Go find your passion. I'm gonna tell you here right now. If reselling is not your passion, if it's something you're doing because you think you're gonna get rich quick, you need to quit now. Save yourself the heartache, and because you're never gonna beat somebody like me and like John, because we eat, sleep, breathe. That's why we have YouTube channels, because we love talking about reselling. That's all I ever do, because it's not like I'm even working. I'm out here. Like during your show, I'm over here tearing apart a machine, and I've got like 14 parts of that machine laying over there. I've got water running all over the computer. It's just a mess, but absolutely love every bit of this. And
I'm doing right now. I've got the game going, the stream going, and I'm buying stuff to resell as we speak. That's the way I'm wired.
But you're never gonna. I'll go back and look so much at. You're never gonna catch up with folks who, and even if you've got somebody who necessarily doesn't love it, but they love being an entrepreneur. They fall in love with what it can get them, and they are so in touch with the why they're doing it. You're not gonna beat that person either. If you're just forcing yourself to do this because you think it's a way that you can make some dollars, even though you don't really. And all these knuckleheads that come in the comments talking about you ripped somebody off because you paid them what they wanted for it. You knew what it was worth. You should have paid them more. When in your MF life have you ever gone to Walmart and think, you know what, Walmart, I would have paid $30 for this $17 item.
But they had it on clearance.
Right.
But go ahead and take my money. Take the extra money, because I really, that's what I would have paid for it. It never happens. So why do you expect someone who is at a yard sale? Folks, these people want rid of most of this stuff. It's laid in their front yard or their driveway, for God's sakes. They hate this stuff and are tired of this stuff so much, and it's taking up room in their house. They want it gone, and they're willing to work all week to get ready for it. And a yard sale is hard work to have one. To sell it to you in their driveway at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
I'm telling you right now, my weekend was shot going through that storage unit, building all those racks.
You build the 2x4 racks?
Yeah, I got 3 of them they're modular, so I got 2 turned into 3.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
I got that on each side. All the Sam's, the large industrial ones you get at Sam's, and that was a shit show. Doing it by myself,
Oh, you did it by yourself?
Yeah.
I feel for you.
So SCG Collectible said it's first year doing this. He really watches everyone. You're doing it the right way, because everybody has a different perspective, and your goal should be to glean information from creators. you might get a great idea from Kevin, and then Josh, somebody might explain to you a different way. I tell you, for all his craziness, I've learned several things from Primo. Primo is a smart dude. James is a smart dude. Say what you want to about the other James. Oh, I can never list all that stuff he lists. I don't want 60,000. But if you listen to the way he processes and the way he thinks about inventory and the way he deals with things, dude has been doing this for 24 freaking years at a high rate.
Yep.
You can learn something just by that guy opens his mouth.
Yeah.
A lot of people follow Kevin. Don't forget, he was a very good teacher in school. So he should be a natural on YouTube because teaching people and helping them understand is what he's done and what he's trained for. But let's see, major win. What's up, Dougie? Noah doing mastering. Knowing is not equal. You're 100% correct. Knowing does not equal mastering. What have I been taking apart? Coffee machines. That was my third one I done. Third or fourth one I busted apart.
So the parts.
I think coffee machine, coffee parts. Go look at Walmart how expensive coffee machines are. I think that's something I'm gonna do here in the future. Goal is gonna be like to break 5 apart a week, and label them up and get them listed. Because once you get them listed, the shipping on them is easy. Take care of it, and I want to store them together as a machine, and so it'll be easy to find them. They'll be box whatever, cured whatever.
The mistake I made? I had a couple units that were like 6, 7. I think one was $1,000. One of these espresso machines that didn't work, right. And I sold them for parts of repair at a fraction of what I could have made if I'd have broken them down and taken the parts.
I've got one of them espresso machines. I've got one of them $350 machines inside. I need to list it or tear it apart. One of the two.
I mean, if it works fine, then I guess list it. But if it doesn't work, there's still good parts in there.
eBay, Larry, eBay's not smart enough to partner with good YouTubers. Let's be honest. I think you're 100% correct. What are we guys working on tonight, Mark? I'm kind of done for the day.
Yeah, me too.
No, I'm sourcing. You get some things listed on the other account.
Bill said, "Turn off the game, you slacker."
Yeah.
Oh, it's in a window over here. I just can keep an eye on the score. My focus is on right here.
So SCG John's. So I watched Primo today and I watched John today. I got 4 sales in both lives, so they tied today. So
you're killing it.
I've only sold 1 in my own, so I might be the one that sucks today. So Paper Dragons, my hobby selling since 2009, but it's for trying to help the bills. It's been a passion. I'm telling you, it's a lot of work. You got to love it. You just got to love it enough to stay on top of it and to learn what's next, to think about the future and think about how you can take advantage of trends. Because hell, I went right back to Amazon first of the year, went out doing retail arbitrage for 3 or 4 months, got sales pushed back up, and then Joni breaks her freaking ankle. She's still talking about how bad it hurts, and I'm driving her to the doctor's appointment Thursday. Which don't get me wrong, I don't mind. I just means I get to spend time with her. But I turned right back to eBay. It's not an accident. I'm gonna let you know another little secret too about Amazon sellers. And you can take this for whatever you're worth, and it's not bragging, that's not anything. I am a better eBay seller than you because I sold on Amazon. It's 100% fact. Amazon has a different level that they hold sellers to. And so I am now Amazon brainwashed.
It teaches you to handle your inventory differently, and you look at the widgets differently. They're widgets. Don't forget.
You look at widgets differently. You look at the way you sell things. You look at treating the customer different.
Right.
It makes you, it really, things happen over there at such a fast pace. You get to where you react without thinking about it. So the emotion's not there very much because it really is it's a different world over there, but it makes you become, if you don't get to a professional way of thinking on Amazon, you get kicked off pretty quick. And then you come back to eBay and you're the only, you look around and you're one of the only ones acting professional. Everybody else is they're having some kind of conniption about they're getting a return, for God's sakes. Or, don't get me wrong, they piss me off too, but still, you can actually communicate with customers. I got a good friend. If something happens, he calls. I think he talks to like an eBay customer once or twice a week. I'm like, Kent, you're insane, dude. I just want to let them know, and I want to let them know I'm a real person. He'll call them and tell them, hey, this is what happened. I'm so sorry. You'd be amazed how far that goes. I just don't like people that much.
Yeah. So what do you think about my idea? It was the thing that woke me up at 4 in the morning. I don't know how or why I was thinking of dreaming of this or something, but I woke up and I'm like, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea to do, is to utilize the video slot that eBay gives you in every listing. Create one 15-second video that just to thank your buyer for looking at your item, and please be sure to check out the item description before you buy. Make it professional with your logo or whatever, and have that part of your listing. What do you think of that?
Well, I think one advantage you'll get on that is because eBay is pushing video right now, I think you'll be rewarded in search for that. So I think even if nobody watches them, I think you will get a bump in search and probably a slight bump in sales, just because it'll up your position in. Because if you look at, nobody's using videos hardly. Nobody.
Well, you're utilizing more of the tools which eBay likes, so they push your listing more. Even though more people probably won't even look at the video because they don't fucking look at the pictures half the time, anyways. They just.
But eBay knows it's there, and you get rewarded. See, most people miss that. eBay, I've been talking about that for years. If you do the things eBay is talking about, they're talking about it for a reason. They're not accidentally saying, you know what, maybe if you kind of think about it, maybe put a video. They're saying because they think it converts sales. There's no other reason to use up that kind of storage on any of their servers and anything else, is because a video is a much larger file than a picture.
Think about it. Amazon hammers us with emails about promoting certain listings we have with videos. I mean, I don't know if you remember that, but they give you a list. You know what I mean? Here's a bunch of ASINs we think you should put a video out on that would help.
So Charlie Brown says it has to be in your blood. You're 100% correct.
I guess it's a trade-off. Is the time worth it? But I guess what you're saying is just like a generic video that you just kind of list pretty much on all your listings.
Brian Wiley says he wished he'd been born wealthy instead of so damn good looking. Only problem is I've met Brian in person and they think you didn't come across that way.
I mean, yeah, you got OnlyFans. if you're that good looking, you got OnlyFans.
I didn't think, damn, he's a movie star. I didn't think that whenever we had lunch. So Paper Dragon's got 2 bachelor's degrees, left teaching to sell on eBay. I can't imagine teaching now. I had one point I thought about teaching, and I'm not doing it.
You still teach. You don't even realize it. You still do it.
Kelly says he degree sold on Amazon for 6 months. It helps streamline this process. I'm telling you, you can't imagine the things you learn when you treat this as a business and take emotion out of it. Do you think Costco's got the best return policy in the game? You think they like taking back something that they hadn't sold in 3 years to give you a gift card? They don't like that any more than you do.
Yeah.
But they know about what treating a customer. Go to our freaking Huntsville. This one is so incredibly wild and crazy. They're building another one in Huntsville. Thank goodness when it opens, because maybe some of the old people go over there. So I don't even want to go to the new one. I'll stay at the old one. So Glenn says he has to call his eBay cousin with the bike store. I bet, Glenn, with the parts and stuff you sell, I bet you confirming parts and confirming that's what they're needing But that saves you a lot of headaches.
Yeah.
Mike Gertis says, more importantly, he gets sales by hitting the thumbs up. If you missed John's show, his doesn't count anymore. Now it's me.
So many frauds out there. Be careful.
No lie, John. I'm sitting there typing.
They're talking about. They're like, you know what? I think that's what they're upset about. There's so many channels out there that try to fraudulently say they're going to get a sale if you hit the like button when there's only one channel that's been doing it for all these years.
Dude, I had no more. I'm sitting there typing in your chat. I mean, okay, so I'm typing in the chat. My phone's right here. As soon as I put on there that it's been 5 minutes or whatever, I hadn't got a sale. My phone goes ka-ching. I'm like, son, you can't make this up. That's why I'm typing. Well, then never mind. I just got a sale. But anyway,
that was karma proving you wrong right there.
Love
it.
Would you recommend silent or sound video? You got to put some sound in it.
Yeah, I was thinking about just doing a voiceover video, having my logo for my store on there, and with like the words, that pop up as you're saying it. You can find programs that can maybe do something like that for you. I think Canva you can do that in, and do it in like 20, 30 minutes. Have one video that you just add to all your listings. I'm going to do that.
So, yeah, I think you're smart. Paper Dragon says she changed the buyer pays for returns, and that's helped reduce some of the where it wants the rental. I don't see how if you're a 100% clothing seller, which, I said something about Old Navy sellers, but y'all realize I have no fashion sense whatsoever. I bought this T-shirt new because I was at In-N-Out, and where was this one? I was in Utah at In-N-Out. Hey, J-Rod, I was in Utah. Did you see that? Eating In-N-Out. Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. I should make the big girls pay for their returns.
Ooh, get them.
Yeah, let's make.
Don't take that shit.
I didn't have 5,000-6,000. I might think about it, but I don't care. All the YouTubes he's watched, one sale. Jack, that might be you.
That might be you.
If none of us can give you the power for sales, it might be you. Let's see. And dividend stacks. There's so many ways to do reselling, and to think because you do.
What the fuck? The Jakester 2000
personal cup.
You too can get high.
You get a discount for personal cup.
How many shots are in there?
1 million.
Dude. It's the way to get the free drink, though. Like, if you ever wanted to get, like, the most expensive drink you can for free, right? Oh, we can't hear you.
He's muted.
$15.38.
Yeah. Didn't you do one more that was higher? You did something.
Crazy. Oh yeah, so if you're really just trying to get for the most expensive drink, add the pearls to a drink, and it's $1 for every scoop, so you can go infinitely.
So here's a good question for you: how many people do you have to kick out per year to afford your coffee habit?
Yes.
So the return and never ship happens more to me on Amazon than it does on eBay. I seem to get all the eBay ones back for some reason. Yeah. But Amazon, probably a third of them don't come back.
I was gonna say maybe even that's probably about right.
I wonder if because you sell a lot of clothes, if they just decide that it actually does fit, or
no, women are terrible. They buy freaking 3-4 things, then they find the one they like, and then they don't like the other ones, and then they just send those back.
I'll have them where they'll order two different sizes. I'm like, on eBay, I'll cancel. On Amazon, you ain't got no choice. I'm like, you're not brave enough. Amazon's not bad. They've made it more difficult. I think Dave was saying they're killing bundles.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Today.
They're supposedly locking down Lego too. Do you see that?
They're locking down. They're definitely doing something. There was a big glitch the other night where
WAHL, the hair clippers, gone. You can't even apply.
Yeah, no, they're just locking them. Like,
yep.
You know what?
Taking any
here's something that's going on. So I found a pattern. I've been locked out on a couple, but I know people that have been selling more units of that product that are probably no different of a seller than I am. Same type of account, and they're fine. So, I mean, a lot of it, and I've said this for years, has to do with the volume of sales in which you sold the product. You dip out on a product because you do RA and you don't come back on that product for a while. You kind of lose that, like tread, you know. And then they're doing it to people like Scott, who was grandfathered away from that thing, is now starting to happen to.
Even Dave lost Lego. Did I? I
don't know if I lost Lego. Let me check.
No, Jarvis lost Lego.
Oh, did he? I didn't see.
Let's see if I lost Lego. I never saw an email.
I gotta check now.
Let's see. Now we got to put the little number in because I'm tired of the number.
Yeah, I'm locked. I'm locked out. Lego. What was the other one? And Hasbro. I think I was still good on Hasbro. Let's see if I'm out now. Yep, Hasbro gone.
You better be flexible. A lot of these Amazon sellers are going to be
certain products, man. You're gonna
manage inventory because I just listed Lego today. I sold Lego today.
Amazon.
Yeah.
So go look at the listing and see if the listing's correct, and if the listing's like maybe generic or under another brand name.
No, they're all Lego.
Is it legit Lego listings?
Yeah.
That'll be the next wave. Then they start cracking. They've been cracking down on the generics.
So yeah, I have active. I bought them this weekend.
So you're not locked up?
No.
See, I don't know. Weird.
Told you I didn't get the email.
But I haven't sold Lego in a long time, so it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't know about Jarvis.
Yeah, I'll show you a good one I picked up.
Jarvis, you sold Lego lately?
I picked this set up. That's the first thing I bought at yard sales this week. It was $15. I've got it listed for $95.
John Weber's locked out too. Yeah, I never even got an email.
You mean they're starting to respect my authority again for once?
Maybe a little bit. You've squeaked around the AI, or algorithm, if you will.
You know what I don't like about this, Eve Mux? You can't chat.
I know we can't chat with you guys. I don't know why.
What do you mean? All you gotta do is hit the little chat button at the bottom, open chat.
No, there is. Where?
No, to actually type something in.
Yeah. We have no way to chat with the.
You can. We can't.
We can't, but
but not the guest.
All we can do is private chat with you, Scott, and everybody else.
Oh, you can do it individually. You can't do it as a group. Is that what you're saying?
You can't do the public chat.
You can do it
privately within.
Open up YouTube.
Oh, you can't do the public chat. I got you.
You got
where StreamYard lets you connect. I got.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't.
Dave lost Hasbro too.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can add something from Hasbro.
Hasbro.
They're not even. They're saying you're so screwed. You can't even load the load page.
We've locked you all the way out. They're cleaning shop, man.
Sorry, Dave.
You still have it?
How did I lose everything? But now when they start closing in individually, they go, "Nope, you're still good." Does that make any sense?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It really doesn't. Like,
hey,
I'm sure there's a logical reason based on their algorithm, but we haven't figured it out.
I think, well, I mean, seriously, I think if you're not continuously selling something, I mean, just like owning the buy box, I mean, you run out of inventory, you lose that position in Amazon's world. You know what I mean? So
they just had a huge Lego bus. Were they fake Legos or stolen Legos? Oh, I never heard about a Lego bus.
Toys are tough. Hey, honestly, you want to sell toys? Fucking sell them on Walmart. That's where it's happening right now. You want to get around all this? Go sell fucking toys on Walmart.
Speaking of fake resellers, what's up, Craig? I don't know why I want to mess with Craig every time I see his name in the chat. So John's locked on. Dave says he never got an email.
Oh.
I thought they said the 15th was the Lego date. So I'm not going to celebrate until I get past
that group on Facebook. What's that guy's group?
Ed's.
Yeah. There's been a lot popping off over there lately. And there's a lot happening behind the scenes with Amazon if you're not paying attention. It's like I've missed quite a few things. I mean, it's in the news section, you know what I mean? But didn't necessarily get an email.
Yeah, Phil. It took me longer, but I'm finally done.
No, Dave's right. What I meant by that, Dave, was if you want to get around the Amazon problems, Walmart's your answer. Safety data sheets, bullshit like that. Walmart's the wild, wild west right now. It's like Amazon in the early days.
So Todd said he finally got his money from Amazon after they kicked him off 3.5 months ago. Ooh. I don't know where Todd is. So he's got the link. He's old. Is he up this late? He probably took his Metamucil and is out. Either that or he lost too much money playing poker and go in and punch him right in the eye.
Right.
Yes, Jeanette. So that was what that's what happened starting effective today. Unless the bundle is made by the manufacturer, there is no.
What they're saying, yeah.
There is no making bundles anymore.
Yep, as of today.
So are they deleting the ones that are already there, or are they allowing you to continue selling? So say you created a bundle.
I bet they're just shutting them down.
Because it got out of control, Dave. There'll be some where you scan an item, and they had the barcode, so they created a listing, and they put a recipe card with it and called it a bundle.
No, you'd pull up a page on something, and it would be the one product, and there'd be like 19 different ways you could buy it with something else. No, so that's what this is about. They've completely killed that. Like it cannot be another brand. The brand has to match. It can't be like something that makes sense that it goes with. You know what I mean? Like those are gone. You can't make those.
Hey, Mike, you gotta have a Twitter account or X account just so you can. How else are we gonna find out about old boy Waltz and his propensity? Folks, by the end of the month, you realize there's going to be multiple accusations of indecency with a minor against him. There's multiple people coming out. That's why he got fired from being a school teacher. They covered it up. It's coming. Jacob's shaking his head. He knows I'm right. Tell him I'm right, Jacob.
Talking about 95? Back in 95?
The only person who is a bigger conspiracy person than me is wearing a red coat right now. I missed Jacob. I missed like 4 or 5 days on TikTok, and I had like 24 videos from Jacob to watch. And this is how bad it is. There were
how many were gone? How many were no? 6 or 7 were no longer available. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that was probably the key to solving this whole mystery.
That was it.
Damn those meddling kids. Jacob doesn't get that joke, but that's okay. Do you get that joke, Jacob?
No.
And Scooby-Doo, have you ever seen Scooby-Doo?
I know who it is. No,
I know of that guy.
Can we have David? I'm tired of talking to you. Get David to come over. Oh, there's David. Do you know have you ever watched Scooby-Doo?
No, I haven't.
What the
No
good either.
What the fuck?
No.
So you don't know what a Scooby snack is?
You don't know what a Scooby snack is? No.
Scooby snacks, they look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Paper Drain, you realize we lost to Vandy, for God's sakes. I have been an Alabama fan since 1986 when I moved to the state of Alabama as a senior in high school. We have not lost to Vandy until this year. So there you go. Vandy, they weren't.
Wow.
They won again. They won again this weekend. NIL has done some crazy stuff. If you don't follow college football and being able to pay for play and immediately transfer players, and then also Vandy did one other thing too. Vandy finally lowered their academic standards for athletes so they could get some football players. Yeah, and now we got to go to Tennessee this weekend. One that's struggling as bad as we are between Alabama and Tennessee is who's not going to screw up enough to win a game. Y'all notice how Craig just left because Ole Miss. How many, Glenn? How many ways did Ole Miss give LSU the game this weekend? Holy crap! It's almost as bad as we did, for God's sake. Oh yeah, he is making great commercials. They're outstanding commercials. But it's a first year coach, first year system. I mean, we expected some growing pains, just not Vandy. Missouri back on the winning track. I saw that. SEC's gonna be. You know what would really be crazy? If Georgia walks to Texas and beats Texas, the SEC is gonna be in turmoil. That would be insane. I'm a Georgia fan this weekend. Let's go, Georgia. Take out Texas. I'm here for the chaos. Mike, Texas does look tough though, man. They look really nice. Although they can be had if what's his name starts off as bad as he did against Georgia in that game, Georgia will have. But hell, Georgia just gave up 31 points to Mississippi State, for God's sakes. Ron, aren't you too old to be up this late? Man, Brian, if Missouri never came over here, they probably have ruled the Big 8 over the last few years. They would absolutely, especially last year, they'd have easily won the Big 8. I don't know what that crash was. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen some video. You just wonder. You always think about this because if you ask Alexa will tell you that the Hubble telescope is light years from here. They've seen an alien invasion coming. It's just the craziest shit happening right now. Have y'all seen that where they ask Alexa and Alexa tells them there's an alien? Hubble sees aliens coming this way. The Democrats are about to lose power. I mean, in a massive way, unless they. I don't know how they cheat. They'd have to cheat just an absolute ton. Trump's going to win the popular vote, for God's sakes. What it looks like. They're doing everything. Especially whenever y'all know what I know, that old boy had sexual relations with his students. There ain't no recovering from that. The Democratic ticket has a child molester, for God's sake.
And you know, one of the craziest thing about that part is because they've now made it where you're guilty by public opinion until proven innocent, yes. They have opened that can of worms.
Well, supposedly one of the victims is going to file a lawsuit.
That victim is what, about 38 or so, 37, 38 years old.
Yeah. Is there a statute of limitations on that?
So most of the statute of limitations have been removed or revoked within the recent years. So there used to be a statute of limitation. Probably when it happened there was probably one, but some of those, because of the way they retroactively canceled, I guess is the right word, the statute of limitations. Some of those things can come back, even if at the time the statute of limitations would have ran out.
Have they announced whether the city of New York is going to have to pay back with interest Trump's money? Since the appeals court's already threw that case out.
Oh,
the one where she got up there and said that if he didn't have the money, she was going to take Trump Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen have you heard any of the deposition that came out of that?
Yeah, a little bit. Are you talking about the Supreme Court case?
Yeah, before the appeals court in New York, the summary of the appeals case, they sat there and begged not to be sanctioned and disbarred.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I heard that happened, but I did not hear that recording.
Yeah, it's pretty. It was like an old what's that song from the 60s? They were trying to beg and plead for sympathy. I agree, Larry. That's the biggest problem is, there's a class of people that thinks they're above the law and do whatever they want to do. If they were just held accountable and we got rid of those folks.
Yep.
So the Paper Dragon says her birthday is November 5th. Join us at 55. 55 is nice. You get up with phantom pains. You pull your back trying to tie your shoes. It's nice. You're wondering if a sneeze would be the last thing you do on earth. It's awesome to be 55. Charlie was ready to go to bed. Now he's all railed up. It's just, you're there already. I didn't think 55 would be this old. The mind is so willing. The body is not willing.
Right. Does not bounce back.
John just tried to move inventory, and he found out he had muscles he didn't even know he had.
Yeah. I mean, I pulled a hamstring like halfway through. I'm like, how the hell how do you pull a hamstring? I wasn't trying to run anywhere.
Man, when I did my flower beds, I'm like, I think I'm done for the day. I did it first thing in the morning before it got hot a few weeks ago. Oh, I'm in there taking Advil. I'm like, I need some weed.
It works.
Absolutely. Yeah, just reading that guy in your chat, man, just got me. I'm like, somebody's got to
showed up. I was really surprised he even showed up to say what he had to say. But it's like he was pretending like he never said half the stuff. Go back and look at the comments where you're calling Josh a moron, pretty much telling me that I can't read, and it's like, why be rude about it? If you feel a certain way, that's fine, but you don't have to attack people.
So wait, this is the same guy that was commenting.
Yeah, Prophet.
Yeah, and then he came to the live and was.
Yeah,
I just put the only comment I put on there was Kevin needed to put him on the Trash to Cash podcast. That dude's a comedian.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was upset that he wasn't getting the side income as well.
So Southern Vermont grown. Do you watch Peter Santinello? He was in his video that came out Sunday morning. Was in Vermont. It was in Burlington. Mike said, "Yeah, he really won a lot of votes. Not even bit. Hey, somebody needs to investigate him, because where he was at hunting, they only allow 2 + 1, and he loaded like 4 or 5 shells. He did not have a plug in that gun for the hunting they were doing. He didn't have he had an illegal gun. But it was. I love Peter. His videos are just. He just talks to ordinary people. It's probably why I like Bald and Bankrupt. He does it around the world. Same thing. He just goes to Soviet bloc country. Well, he went to India, and India hates him. But it's just regular people, and you just he's watched many. It is very sad the way I really like the guy he talked to the store owner, the guy who I think it was 4 or 5 generations. I think there were 4 generations there, but a 5th generation was starting to work in the store or something. I thought that guy was really neat. But it's just he got the right person. That lady knew everything that was going on. She was involved. She was involved in everything.
I watched that on Saturday too. That was a good one, Burlington.
Yeah, I watched it. I sent a message that the Primo. I'm like, dude, how come you didn't make a guest appearance? I was waiting to see you pop out somewhere.
That would have been so funny. Oh my God.
But you can do that to every big city or a decent sized city. You go to Birmingham, he'd probably die trying to do Birmingham.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shop owner, he was a neat guy. He seemed like.
Yeah, I want to go to that shop.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm like, I'm closer than you are.
I know.
It's like 11 hours from here.
I'll send you a list.
And I was watching one of the RVers I watched. And they were saying how could they drive 1,000 miles in 24 hours, and then they're like, put in the comments the farthest you've driven in 24 hours, and I'm like, yeah, that's 1,800 miles
across America.
I left Laughlin, Nevada, and then drove here without stopping.
Yeah.
You didn't have to stop for gas?
That's the California line, if y'all don't know, all the way to here.
How much gas did you burn for that? 2 tanks.
Here we go with the gas.
Man, I was hopped up on all kinds of shit. That last tanks you don't even remember. That van gets 400 miles in a tank, so
you can roll.
Probably 7 fill-ups because I never let it go all the way.
Yeah.
If I'm riding around here, I'll run it till it says please refuel after it counts down. But if I'm on the road, I never let it go much below a quarter. Larry, I put the link out right here. Any one of them can come over here and tell me what they think.
Yeah.
I don't care. You forget Gen X don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Come tell me what you think.
You haven't got Smokey in there, right? Can't hit him.
I don't have Smokey.
Damn it, man.
Hey, but I do have
It just snuck in there somehow.
And
Get it?
this is what Generation X thinks about all these people, and
Fuck you, motherfucker.
There we go with this.
See, I watch a lot of debate. See, I'm very firm in what I know about resale and the facts. It's because I live it, breathe it. I use everything I talk about. I don't. If I have an idea, I don't hide them. I tell y'all what I'm doing. You know, I told y'all I've run sales for the last 2 weekends and having incredible sales. You know, I want you guys, because there's so much sales out there. I would rather you guys have it than anybody else. But most people just are not. Well, I can't believe. And so what am I doing? In the first thing in the morning, what am I doing? I've got all the watchers. I've not sent out any watchers this weekend. Let's see how many we got right now to send out. 100 eligible listings eligible to send 112. So in the morning when I wake up, the sale will be over, and I will send out I don't know, maybe 20% off.
Yeah.
To see what I can do for the next few days before the sale starts back up on Friday.
Yep, there you go. That's
oh my God, Beer, you're really gonna give them 20% off? Let's go.
Yeah.
I buy stuff cheap.
Yeah.
One of the coffee makers I took apart, I paid $6 for it. I've got $215 listed in parts. Let's go. That's a good one. The head unit on those things is where the money is.
Yep.
You tell me you don't want to ship a vacuum cleaner, but you can take those things off. I sold one of those for a Dyson, $50. It's going out tomorrow.
I think this is a Eureka, but still, it'll sell. So during the day, I work on the main account, and then in the evening, I'll work on the secondary account.
Tom, how am I ever supposed to get as rich as you if I don't give the store away? I want to be able to take cruises every other week and make cash offers on property. So I want to be as rich as Tom one day.
Yeah, just have filing cabinets full of money.
That's what's in those cabinets behind him. They're loaded with cash.
Just cash. Yep, we know.
Crazy, you play a couple sound bites and he shows up in the chat.
Yeah. He
has to
do one more and then he'll come in. Right? Isn't that the call 3 times?
Hey, any of y'all can come in. Look, come in and tell me I'm wrong. Come in and listen to Basic Reselling.
I'll be real gentle.
I'll be real fucking gentle. I'll be real fucking gentle.
Scott's
I don't give a damn if
But the problem is they only have crazy ideas. They only have their opinions because they don't work at it hard enough to know what they don't know. They think that they understand that the reason why they actually think that we steal their sales because of we're on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I mean, they honestly think that. They
think that we're sharing secrets with people and we're making it harder for them because other people are learning how to do these things, which I think is ridiculous. But
obviously, they need to listen to the secrets if they're not having any success.
Yeah.
I was reading. I think I told us the other day. I was reading one of the things in the Trash to Cash podcast, and they were asking the lady about how she prices because she said her sales are. Other people are selling the same items that she's not. And they said, well, are you at the price they're selling at? She goes, well, I'm the highest one, maybe $3 or $4 more. Folks, in this economy, $3 or $4 more, you're not competing. You're on the sidelines just waiting.
Yep.
Yeah. You could sit there for a long time.
So Reality Smack says, what's up with that shirt, John? You got a problem with people?
I do not recommend. Definitely would not recommend. That's my review.
Yeah, that was a good show for you to wear it. That's a good one. Oh hell! Uh-oh. I talked him up. Here he goes.
So gold bars, huh? Not cash. That's what's going on back there.
Yeah, cash ain't good. Gold is better.
Gold's better.
You know, I know why you're late. This is what your dinner did to you.
It makes me shit. It makes me shit. I didn't even know you were online.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I called up YouTube's and it said that you were live.
Yeah.
We're just carrying on. I'm just excited. Really had another good sales weekend. Today is really outstanding. And it just there's so many people that are so negative, and so get out of your own way, folks. Use the systems, buy right. It's amazing, so many people will look up something and go, well, it sold for this, and you'll go, well, how many times did it sell? Well, one time. I think I'll buy all 10 of them, and you're wondering, you've got one sale in the last 90 days. I've started, unless it's something I really, really know, I started leaving some of that stuff behind.
Yeah.
Because that stuff, unless you're into it for pennies, we're talking 10 or 20 times sale. At some point, these one sales in 90 days, it should be a warning to. That might have been an albatross sale. you might want to do some research and go farther in your phone and look up what it's done for the last year,
Right.
and see if that was a unicorn sale. Most people don't go that far. They just and then one and that sale, and you might find out that sale. There's a reason why it only sells one, because they got some crazy price. You just wonder if people actually understand that if one is sold in the last 90 days and there's 11 for sale now, you're talking the 11 means there's what's that, 2.5, 3 years of almost 3 years worth of inventory on there now. I don't think people stop to look at how much the sales versus how much inventory is available. They just hit sold and go, nobody hits to complete it. I always hit to complete it. I want to see how many ended without selling.
Right.
I want to get a feel for how this product. So many people will tell you just hit the sold button. I never hit the sold button. Completed shows you solds.
Shows you both, yeah.
Yeah, I never hit the sold. I always hit the completed.
Well, the problem is they when you hit one, they both select.
No. If you hit sold, it takes completed with it. If you just hit completed, it doesn't take the sold.
That way, what he's saying is like when you come across one of these listings that suck, and there's like 2 solds and 12 fucking ended, like, yeah. It's probably gonna suck. Most of the time, it'll just show you solds. That's usually a good indicator.
Did you have somebody harassing you earlier?
Never harassing. They were harassing John and me because I associate with him on the podcast.
I don't care what people say. Just don't attack. Don't call Josh a moron and things. That just doesn't make sense. You might have an argument, but names, you shouldn't be doing that.
You're talking about Canada Josh?
Yeah. Folks, I've talked to Josh enough in person, on phone, and everything else. He's a lot of things. Moron ain't one of them. You can call people things, but he's very insightful. That's the thinking dude.
Hey, he's trying to figure stuff out. Nothing wrong with that.
Reality Smack said it should say robots instead of people. That'd be a better shirt.
Yeah.
And this is that she's not negative, but her sales are. Whatever I did, I just completed a circle. All right, Charlie, I thought you were fired up, and now you're already going back to sleep 10 minutes later. You weren't fired up.
It's all that drinking.
See, Larry, a lot of people, he said he lives by a dusty method. How fast can I make the money back and still have good inventory to live? Most people don't do that. They get their money back, and they're happy enough with that. They don't put in the effort it takes. The easy inventory sells fast. It's everything else behind it. You're going to have to do a little bit of work. It's going to take some promotions. It's going to take some aggressive pricing. It's going to take a little bit of waiting. You're going to have to fight because you're in competition. People don't. You think they don't realize that reselling is a competition?
And you don't get a participation trophy. You go broke.
I got a Lego participation trophy this weekend.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. You don't believe me?
I'm scared too. And we got some terrible lag tonight.
Who does?
Yeah, Scott was talking, and then
that's you. You got to feed those squirrels better, man.
See?
I guess.
Running that internet a little
fast. That's my participation trophy for Lego.
Oh.
Hey, you went to the yard sales. Here's your trophy. I think Lag's mom kicked him off the internet.
She didn't let him be on the internet at night.
No, I think it's at night. Yeah, late night.
Well, he wasn't on John's show either. He wasn't on.
Ever on my show. I don't think he likes my show.
No, not at night.
He wasn't on Primo's either. He likes Primo.
See, he goes to yours and his, but I think he doesn't like mine. I don't know what it is.
It's wrong time of day.
I guess.
We've been meaning to have an intervention with you, John. We need to talk to you about that. Lags and time out for eating too many pancakes.
Well, that's the reason why I'm on damn YouTubes.
I gotta go shut that door back there. It's cold outside.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be like 38 here in a
It's
couple of
54
days.
right now. I think it's low 40s.
Yeah.
The high tomorrow is only like 63.
Ball's rolling in.
It's 84 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And y'all are celebrating.
67 here.
Yeah.
84 in Vegas feels like 60 here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just a dry heat.
Not fun.
What are you doing? Tell them assholes to shut up.
What? Well,
Get down.
wow.
I was mean to them cats.
No, he just wanted to be a pain in the butt tonight.
Want to hang out? Hang out. Poor Putty.
Okay, cat, here you go.
You little stupid son of a bitch. You little stupid.
Was terrible.
I lost all the other one, but I got all yours, Tom.
It's 57, Chastity.
Yeah, I think she's farther south than you.
Yeah, she's about an hour south of me, I believe. It's 58 here right now.
But it's just, I don't get that. The entitlement is what bothers me, John. Is you see these people, all these YouTubers. Before you got here, I said there's a common thread with most YouTubers. Is if you can name 100 YouTubers that do eBay stuff, there's millions of sellers on eBay. We're not even a drop in the bucket. But the difference between us is we'll do things different because we'll actually turn the camera on and talk about it where most people won't.
Yeah.
And so that means, we're willing to try things on eBay to see what happens, to follow along, or most people sit back and let it happen.
I mean, I talked about things that I know people are going to think I'm an idiot for having done, right? But I talk about it anyway.
I don't think they understand that you've got to try things, even if you fail.
Yeah.
Because you learn, you're always problem solving, you're always trying things, you're always working and moving forward. Because if you're not doing these things, you're getting left behind. I don't think people understand that.
Yeah, there really are no dumb questions. You know what I mean?
The ones that aren't asked.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Right.
The ones that aren't asked. Oh, wow.
Did somebody say there are no dumb questions? Just dumb people?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you so much. Opinion: too many resellers are afraid of hood for merch.
Talking about going to the hood? I ain't afraid.
That's my favorite place to go. I find the coolest stuff in the hood.
You ain't kidding. There's gold in the hood.
If you go to an expensive or a rich neighborhood, they're going to want, they don't want your dollar.
Yeah, they want more.
Like, I paid $100 for this, 3 years ago. It has some value. Give me 40. No, I'm not giving you 40 for that.
I had somebody, because they didn't have a battery. It's a steel FSA 56 weed eater.
Yeah.
You'll never believe what they had the price on it at a yard sale because it didn't have the battery to go with it.
What? $2?
$2.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm telling you, I'll rip that damn thing apart. The housing's worth 20. The handle's worth 10. They're all plus shipping. The weed guard.
everyone's going to be selling parts now. We just ruined our market.
No, they won't, because you actually got to tear it apart.
It's too much work.
That's exactly what they're going to say. I ripped open all these coffee makers, every one of them full of water, making a mess. The first time somebody rips one open and it spills water everywhere, that's the last one they're going to do.
There's a trick for doing that. I remember. I can't remember how to do it, but there's a way to release that before you.
Yeah, there's a trick. You just put a towel on the floor and let it go.
I guess.
Have a cup to catch it. There's a trick. 45 in Michigan with a freeze warning. Yeah.
It's here. It's getting cold.
Hey, Mike, I'll do you one even better. It's going to be in the 40s. Dave, should I turn the heat on in the house tonight?
Yeah. What heat? the one dome?
I'll throw another blanket on the bed.
Should I turn the heat down on? Yeah.
Depends on where you're sitting, I guess.
Larry, look at Larry speaking the truth tonight. 100%. You're 100% right. Most of them are just showing you what they buy, showing you whatever. Not many like me.
I like to see what people sell. I don't care about what you buy.
Yeah.
Because Todd buys all kinds of shit and it just sits there.
I want to see what Todd buys so I know what to avoid.
If anybody needs any that doesn't follow the Silver Hair Stacker, if you need any toothbrush holders, he can hook you up cheap.
It's like 1956 Fairlane or something like that. Hi, Debs. What's up, dear? How are you? But and most of mine is just telling you, what the news is, what I'm trying, what others are trying. We try to answer questions. But so many people I guess they assume they know everything. They don't ask a lot of questions anymore. Is that am I too abrasive that new people are scared? Is that what it is?
We get a lot of new people that come on the live and ask questions.
You must be way nicer than me. Just wait. In 5 more years, when you're 55 like me, you'll be Rousey too.
Oh God, 50. That makes me 60.
Get off my lawn.
And then when we catch up with Tom's age, holy hell.
Oof. Ugh.
Do you know what? 70's looking pretty damn good.
All right.
That's all I got to say about it.
I just want to make it.
I know, right?
Yeah, I want to make it, but I want to be in good health, or I don't want to be a vegetable laying in a bed someplace and be 100 years old.
So people ask me, how long can you do this? And I'm sitting here thinking, you know what? Taking things apart and selling parts is not difficult. No. You got to have the mind to keep up with it and figure out a storage solution, or you'll lose a lot of pieces and be able to identify it. But for moving forward, especially, it's a huge difference in what Jenna ships every day versus, a lot of. One of the parts I sold the computer board out of one of those coffee makers. You know how light that is? I'm actually going to buy some smaller boxes. The little pump is only like that. They're no bigger than that. I've got 642 boxes, but I think
643 flatheads are good.
Yeah, I think they make an even smaller one, like a 553 or a 543 or something.
The 643s are a little bigger, but I mean, you'll find that they're lightweight. You'll use them more, and they're cheaper. It's kind of what I did. I narrowed it down to one for.
I found somebody that sold the origami boxes, the white.
That's what I'm talking about. 643.
I like those because they're even smaller boxes, but they're very rigid because of the origami.
Yeah.
Do y'all know? Does the chat know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I listen to you all the time.
I was gonna say, I got one.
I was getting ready to Google it.
What are you doing now? They come like this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you gotta go.
I'm gonna beat you. No, mine's stuck. Oops. I win.
eBay has some small ones like that.
Yeah, but because of the way it fits in there, Tom, it gives a lot of crush strength because it's double walled around.
Right.
Yeah, look at that one, Scott. That's
What size is that one?
That's a 643. It's perfect, man, for like so many different things.
This one's a 642.
Yeah, just that extra inch, you'd be surprised. Like
you could hit a lot of spaces you can't hit before with an extra inch. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, look at that. See, it matters. A lot of people don't realize this. That 1 inch.
A long story short, ask what size box is best for a baseball cap.
Most people, I think, don't they use 886 boxes for hats?
I like the 864 from eBay. Those fit pretty decent. That's what I've used before.
I've heard a lot of people using. I think there's like 886 or a little bigger, but.
So you fold the hat.
See, I knew somebody had that. I was trying to think who the hell was I talking to that used the small boxes. It was Dave. The other Dave.
Jarvis, yeah.
Put it in the box like that.
A good one. I mean, they're all good.
I will be back in a few.
But
these are great for like lightweight stuff because they're lightweight material and
they're strong.
They're strong.
I ordered them on eBay. I just don't remember where.
I think I did too. Supply Hut, probably. Yeah, they're fucking Supply Hut boxes.
I don't think they say where they're from.
Why not?
I know Supply Hut sells them. I just don't think I ordered them.
What is Jake doing?
Well, we can't tell.
I don't know. His brother's here.
They had to go roll somebody, evict somebody. Give me the money.
Bitch, where's my money?
You better pay up.
But I talk about the equipment I use. How many people have actually bought the paper tape machines? I'm telling you, those things are game changers. Even the manual ones are game. They're the way they. If you want to change the way you think, start shipping correctly in new boxes with paper tape machine, with new fill material. And I've got a whole stack of boxes over there that I ship that are going out to the post office tomorrow. Every one of them looks the same. They're all uniform, new boxes, same brown tape, same single label. It's very rare that I'll Frankenbox one every now and then. Just like I sold a baseball bat last week. I had to make a box for it. I didn't have one.
Cal, there's nothing like shipping in a cornflakes box.
So John said that Supply Hut has a discount for Columbus Day. How much is Charlie giving off for Columbus Day? I might have to order some tomorrow. Larry, I have not. I've been to him a couple times. 12% off. How did I miss that? Oh, because I suck at emails. My idea of reading emails is I had 112 of them earlier today. I just clicked Marcus read.
Bin stores, are they talking about like where they have the totes?
The Amazon returns are in a bunch of bins all through the store, and you go to them.
I was in there one day. I was at the one up in Hickory, and these women said they were picking out some stuff, and she said, "I'm gonna sell these on Amazon." And I reached over and I picked up one of the things she looked at, and I flipped it up, and there was somebody else's sticker still on it. I said, I don't, that usually is a sign that it didn't sell the first time.
That's 100% sign it didn't sell.
You're right.
She said, well, you got a point there. Now, that does, I mean, it was like 10 cents for the item. So, for 10 cents, if you want to buy it and set it back and just write it out, whatever. But I didn't like
Larry, yes, you
the
did.
rim tours.
That streak across the stride last night was you time traveling back to Friday.
Yep.
The aliens came, they got you, and they took you to Friday. And J. Rod says, "Are we still going on over here?" Nope, we ended 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. You're behind.
Here's your sign.
Got to speed up.
But if you change some of the things you do, it'll change. That goes a long ways to changing your mindset. If you treat shipping that professional, you'll be amazed. You will, and the efficiency that goes along with that, it spills over. It forces you to think of the way of how to make other things more efficient. It's amazing how that works. If you bring efficiencies into one part of your business, and you get success with that and figure out how easy that is, you'll be amazed how quickly you are to become more efficient in other areas.
Okay. I'm going to ask the question because I'm stupid. What's the difference between, and I know the physical difference between the new tape like you use and
I'll
like
be
the
real,
eBay
real
tape.
fucking gentle. I'll be real, real.
Shut the hell up. Why is the paper tape better, Scott? Tell me.
It's faster and more accurate. So Tom, I use a lot of 1044 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a 15-inch piece of tape. I hit the 15 button, it kicks it out. I spread it on the box, and when I fill the box up, I hit 15 again and put it. There's none of that. Grab the machine, put 10 times. You know how long inefficient it is to use a roller. It is so much faster, and it looks much neater.
And the paper tape is woven, so the tensile
strength of it being woven is very strong.
It's like, yeah.
So you're using one of the fancy tape machines.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, imagine trying to ship 100 of like the same thing in like one day. You got both sides of the box, I mean, with a paper tape machine, you can literally just same piece of tape over and over and over and over. Repeat. Speed up the process. So it's an efficiency thing. I guess that's when I decided to buy my paper tape machine. When I got to a point where I was shipping so many items, it was really hard to keep up with a tape gun. It was more efficient to use the machine and paid for it. So
the worst thing about a tape gun is I had to add like 3 or 4 of them because I never can find one.
Yeah, thing
you know how many times that big 50-pound machine moves?
Yep. Cha-chunk.
It's always in the same spot.
Turns it on.
So it's a touch more expensive. The tape is to run that thing. It's negligible, but it's a little more expensive. And then the other might be a negative with it is if you run out, it's exceptionally hard to find it locally a source. Sometimes you can catch staples with a roll or two, but not very often.
Yeah, buy it by
so you've got to keep it on hand. Like right now, like when you put the last roll in, you better go ahead and order a case. So
I order more when I get down to my last case pack. It's like that's how I always have at least a case book.
I've got one roll over there left. And I just put one in there. I've got half a roll of eBay tape too, so I can run the eBay tape.
Turn that out, yeah. Might as well use it up.
So who all is still printing on 8.5 by 11 labels and cutting them out and taping them to your box?
Oh my god!
Nobody.
I was listening to a show the other day. It was not one of our regular ones, and they were talking about.
I mean, if you're a hobbyist and you don't sell much, you're just doing it. You're retired, maybe you're playing, and just I don't know.
And if you got a laser printer there and you're printing to I mean, it's still economical. It's not bad. It's a little, but if like I say, if you don't, like tomorrow I have, let's see, I have 7 on Amazon to ship, and tomorrow on eBay I currently have 65. I don't want to be looking for the tape gun 65 times.
Yeah.
I don't want to be looking for the boxes all over everywhere and trying to figure out what works because I've got a bunch of boxes from somebody's dumpster.
I mean, probably cut the shipping time in half, I would say sometimes.
I like my little 4x6 label printer.
Well, who doesn't?
And I got like 3 box cases of those damn labels for it because Scott said somebody, I forgot who it was, that was going out of business, and that he bought a bunch. So there was a store not too far from us that's going out of business. I went in there and bought 4 cases of labels.
See, that's why I used J. Rod as an example last time. This is successful thinking, folks. The processes and things, and not just inside your business, even outside your business. He's 110% correct. It's folks know there's a reason why my truck and van are full of junk over there, because a friend knows I resell just like he does, and he's like, I can pawn this stuff off on Scott. He can sell it for the next 30 years. I'm going to be buried with that stuff. But there's a money-making opportunity, and he didn't want to wait and weigh it out and do the listings. And I just listed. I'm telling you. There we go. I just listed this a few minutes ago. They sell like 20, 25 a month. I've got well over 1,000, probably closer to 3,000 though. These little things.
eBay?
Yeah, eBay.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a
boofer pump.
It's made by CME. It's a V832 or 382. I can't read it right a second. But it's a water pump. I believe it's electric water pump, or a valve or something.
Oh, that's for the icy machines?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I've got 5 or 6 other parts just like this. I've just got to go grab them out of there and then get those listed.
Oh yeah.
There's at some point I'm gonna start filling up the green dumpsters with the stuff that doesn't sell, and I'll be down to 8 or 10 parts that I've got thousands of. And they'll just keep selling.
Is Jacob still listing for you?
Huh?
Is your Jacob still listing for you?
See. Don't remind me of this.
I'll beat your fucking eyes. I'll beat your fucking eyes. I'll beat your fucking.
Is that what you have to tell him on a weekly basis?
Yeah.
Him and his mama are supposed to work on that after getting him going with his life after she got her ankle well. But now she says it hurts too bad to drive, so now he's taking her to physical therapy. It's terrible. All right. Jenna says it works like paper mache. Dave said he packed 120 today. All bubble mailers up.
Yeah, that's not bad.
If I got something that I know I'm gonna throw it in a bubble mailer, I'll go ahead and throw it in the bubble mailer while I'm listing it, and I'll write a number on the front of it so I can look in the drawer and find it.
You were obviously, so Yates Productions, you were obviously, I think that's Mark. You're obviously mistaken, Mark. If you don't think that if I had 200 items that I can't lose that tape machine, a tape gun 200 times doing that, you have seriously underestimated my ADHD. I can lose it at least 150 times. Because you know why? And then I got to look for box cutters on top of it. There's a reason why I got like 30 box cutters laying right here, because I can't even find them.
Why don't you clean that damn place up, Scott?
It wouldn't do any good. They still walk.
Go down to your nearest Goodwill and buy you some damn file cabinets and start throwing everything in the drawer. bolt cutters, box cutters, tape guns. I am not perfect though because I lose my scale all the time.
Hey, Patrick Murphy, what's up, man? Oh, I know. I can say it. The machine's about the same time. It solves a lot of problems, and until you've used one, you just don't know how much better your life could be with a ka-ching ching, ka-ching ching.
Well, and even if you get like a shitty box, you got a weird edge on it. You know what I mean? You can throw paper tape on it, cover it up.
Mike, I was gonna stay alive until you got your sale because I knew you were struggling. Dude, I don't know how I lose it on the table in front of me. I'll lose box cutters later. I mean, the only two tables up there that are clear are the two shipping tables, and I'll look around and it'll be behind the printer. It'll be, and I'll have the box resizer out, and it just perfectly covers up the box cutter so I can't see it. I laid on top the printer. It's just I need it on one of those things like the old janitors used to wear, all the keys on it. And when I use it and I let it go, it just zips right back up into the same spot. And drill that thing into the cabinet. That's what I need to do. Man, moist tape. Moist.
Yates, he's 55, but he acts like he's 12.
Who are we talking about?
Yates says everything must have a home. Create a drawer for those utilities. Go to it every time. Are you 10 or 12 years old? And that's the reason I said he's 55, but he acts like he's 12.
And I got one thing to say to y'all.
He's got the attention span
What the
of 10.
fuck's he saying? What the fuck's he saying?
Okay, welcome back.
Backpack.
Oh, that's worth it right there.
What's her name?
See, I had to stay live long enough to get Mike a sale. Mike was struggling today. Finally got a sale.
No, I can second on the paper tape machine though. It's definitely cool to know. Look, I'm out in the garage. I've got a 20-inch box. Hit a 24 on there. Come on in and boom, put it. I don't have to mess with tape guns and tape guns. Tape likes to stick to tape. It doesn't like to stick to cardboard. The paper tape loves cardboard. Doesn't like tape. So it just works well.
And it's hard to explain, John, until you've got one there and have used it for a while. The way it improves efficiency, it improves a lot of the way you're handling the shipping, and it's hard to explain to, and unless you've used one, it's hard to. I never dreamed it would be that good until I started using it. I'm like, I can't believe I've gone my whole life without this thing.
Yeah, right.
Do you have a manual one or an electronic one, Scott?
I started out with a manual, and I have the electronic.
It's a game changer. He's shipping a lot of stuff.
I have the 55 ES or the 55 ES, the 555 ES.
It's probably better for you too, John. Right? Like the bigger packages, you're able to kind of button them up a little bit or fix them. Or
No, chassis is great. It really does strengthen a Franken box. Yeah. And it also covers up a lot of the. So the way I made that box for the bat that I made last week is I took a 36 inches and it was 16 inches. I just cut it in 3, 4, 3, 4 sections. So I have a little flop over, and then I did around the end to make the square hold. And I covered all the seams with a long piece of tape, and then taped the ends with it, and made a very strong box. Dougie, we'll see you, sir. Scott D says it gives him PTSD from a job he had once. Did you work in the cardboard factory with Steve?
Right. Had to go hide for a while. It was so bad.
I needed a box for a baseball bat, and I took a piece of cardboard over to my neighbor who does siding, because his brake was sitting out in his backyard. He took that box and made me that brake and made me a box, no time at all. You know what I'm talking about? The ones where they bend the metal flashing.
Yeah.
He said, "You need to get you one of these things." I said, "How much is it?" He says, "This one's about $1,700." No, I'll just come over here and use yours.
And then I had the big shrink wrapper. It hold a 20. I think I hold a 24-inch roll, and it's a big impulse sealer that holds the roll. Is basically all it is.
Right.
And I use it for all kinds of stuff. Because a roll lasts like 10 forevers. I mean, I order like a roll every 3 years. Like today, I listed a PS3 with 4 games or 5 games and a controller and a power cord, so I wouldn't lose all that. I shrink wrap it all together. So now when I go to find that machine, that listing, all the games, all the everything, is all together. Like I did board games the other day. All the little cards, I shrank them together. Then I shrink wrapped the board, the game itself back the way it was. I mean, I listed it as used. I don't play those games, but it's very nice knowing that it's not going to get lost when I put it. It's at the building on a shelf. It's going to stay just like it is. Trey, that's a great question. How often do you purge your items? So I don't. And you're thinking, oh my God, how could you not? I sell at a local auction here in this north of Huntsville, and so I take every other week now. I take stuff up there. So I will, if I've got a lot of stuff that I just want to get rid of, I'll make a lot on a table up there and just sell it as a group just to be done with it. So I guess you would say every other week I buy specifically for the auction, and then I also take stuff that's underperforming as well. Hope that helps. John, how often do you donate? Do you donate much?
No, just do large item pickup.
You also part out a lot of things too.
Right. So by the time I'm done with it, nobody wants it.
Yeah, like when I got done with that coffee maker, the only thing left was like the hard plastic outside and the plastic frame on the inside. Because I took the heat tank out, I took both pumps out, I took the circuit board out.
Yeah.
There was the little water thing where it holds the tank onto it. I took that out. I took the arm that pierces the Keurig thing. I took that out. The control.
I had a Weber grill that was missing like half the parts. Well, I took the other parts that have previous solds, and I'm listing those right now. These side tables, they're plastic. They run like $30-something plus shipping. So.
So Joanna says, put it on the. You've got to physically just put it in our wallets, Joanna. So Jacob and I both got our driver's license renewed online, and they give you a 30-day temporary you can print out. So I printed it out, didn't think anything of it. And Johnny's like, "Has your license come yet?" I'm like, "I hadn't seen it." She's like, "You and Jacob's are both expired. Your temporary's expired today." I'd just been piling up the mail in the kitchen and assuming she's ever going to look at it, but since she's got a broken ankle, she didn't make her way in there very much. So it seems like the driver's license was sitting on the table for like 3 weeks before I finally found it.
Yeah, normally they come within like 10 days.
I didn't even find it. She found it. She's like, "Your driver's license is on the kitchen counter when you come inside." I'm like, "Where'd you find it?" In the pile of mail on the table.
You gotta love Joanna. She speaks the truth. She doesn't hold any punches.
The Sun Advantage is shipped directly in Rubbermaid containers, drill holes to the lid. Are you selling like live animals or something? I do like a zip tie. That's another one. You learn a lot of things when you sell. Like I sell a lot of electronics, and so I buy zip ties like I don't know, a pack of 1,000 because you end up with a bunch of odd sizes. Because I buy the variety pack, they're like $8, so I buy them once a year. You'd be amazed how much more efficient and how much easier shipping is if you zip tie the cords. When your pictures look nicer, they store easier. You don't lose things. I zip tie all the cords. They're like $8 for 1,000.
God, I can hear Roberta saying that, Joanna. Why is it not in your wallet?
It's our job to piss y'all off, Joanna. Come on. That's what marriage is irritating somebody for the rest of eternity. Patty, that's another great idea. If you've got a local flea market, so Trey, if you're still here, that's a wonderful example. So I got friends that do that. So what they'll do is they'll go set up at the flea market, and then for the last hour or so, they'll just tell everybody, because if it's stuff you truly want gone, give it away. Everything here is free. Take what you want.
Yep.
Don't bring any of it home. Because you wanted to be done with it anyway. So
Oh, they used to ship children by mail.
Whoa.
Larry, she cooked dinner tonight. So Jacob did a wonderful job cooking while she was in her absence because Jacob's a fine. That boy bakes bread or bakes bread every week. Yeah, she cooked chicken Monterey tonight. Ooh, it's a good. That crazy woman is back.
He's back. Poor Scott.
Did you get the idea of chicken Monterey from Primo's live today, the Sizzler?
You think she watched? She don't watch Primo.
No, I'm saying you went to her and said, "Honey."
No.
Yeah, I did. That's exactly. No, they come up with that because they had some mushrooms in the refrigerator that are going bad, so they cooked chicken Monterey to use them up. I just eat. She tells me all the time what we're having for. I'm like, okay, and then I forget.
Right.
Probably because if she comes out here and I'm watching Primo or something, she'll go, Primo, isn't that dude with the big glasses? Yeah, that's Primo. Is that the dude with the big glasses?
Mr. Sadie,
Yeah, but
I can live off of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
So Trey, other thing you can do is some chains of thrift stores and some other thrift stores. So our local one here, they do a half price weekend. They've got 4 units, so the first weekend for for 2 of them, and the second weekend for 2 of them every month. If you donate on those months, when you're there on those weekends, they will give you a 30% off coupon. So there are a lot of thrift stores, if you make donations, give you coupons. And so if you do any kind of thrifting whatsoever, and you've got stuff that you want to donate, just don't buy it again. I've done that before. That's why I say don't buy it again. I'm like, that's a good deal. And I'm like, I get it home. I'm like, I donated it and bought it. What the hell? But you can get coupons that'll save you money on coupons as well.
Ours around here don't give you squat.
I think a lot of the savers do that. Don't a lot of the savers give you coupons, I think. Eric said he did a flea market last weekend. Only regret is he didn't start the free sale sooner.
I don't know why Scott doesn't load up the back of that truck with all those big girl panties he's got and go down there and sell them at the flea market. At least he won't have to worry about them coming back to him. What the hell are you doing?
You still do well on those, right? Like you have like little to no money in them, or none left at all.
I see Southern Vermont. My wife was raised on the summers by her grandmother, even though that woman was the biggest bitch. Uh, she taught Johnny how to cook like a true Southerner. This is how country it was. Her grandmother lived in Lickskillet, Alabama.
Where?
Lickskillet, Alabama. There's a stop sign. There ain't even a flashing light or nothing. Lickskillet, Alabama.
I bet they got a Dollar General though.
They might now. They didn't back then. There used to be an auction house there. That was about it. Lickskillet, Alabama. $70 at a Burger King. What'd you do? Order a Whopper combo? Chastity, have a good evening, dear. Yeah, we're about to hang this up anyway. She says we're so good. I'm not, Tom, look it up. Lickskillet, Alabama. It's a real place. I'm not lying to you.
Well, I was looking at Buck Mountain because somebody said they were in Buck Mountain, North Carolina, and I'm getting two. I'm getting one up there at the Tennessee line, and then I'm getting one over there on the other side of where the hell's that at?
How did Lickskillet get its name? The legend surrounding the curious name begins with a traveler passing through the modest community looking for a meal and accommodation. A local who aided the traveler directed him to lick the skillet for any remaining food as if it wasn't plentiful. You can't make this shit up.
No.
You want to talk about times being hard now?
Lick the skillet.
That's messed up.
You can't make it up. All right. Well, hope we've entertained you. Hope we've challenged you to. Hey, take my advice on this one. Run a sale for the weekend. I'm telling you, it's 2 weekends in a row. I've had great success. I don't think it's an accident. So here's the formula. I want you to use this formula. Friday morning, delete all of your promoted listings, and it takes about 15 minutes for them to come back. And while you're doing that, set up your sale. You can run it however you want to. I did mine. Been here 2 weeks, 10%. Been here up to 45 days, 20%. 45 days to 100 days, I did 30. And anything over 100, half off. Got to go. You can make it however you want to. It's easy to on the sale when you go to set the sale up and you tell the percentage. Down at the bottom there'll be not the bottom, in the middle it'll say from days on site or something. That's how you get to the days on site. It's very easy. So John said he ran sale last 2 weekends, also worked well. Folks, when you got more traffic on the site and you got more people looking around, I'm telling you. And then make sure you end it, because the reason it works so good is you run in a short sale, you get the countdown timer with it. So it creates a sense of urgency. And then restart, before you forget it, restart your promoted listings, and then don't send any offers out on the weekend. So whenever your sale ends, Monday morning, send all your offers out. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll start shipping and I will send out offers. Got 112 to send out right now. I'm going to be aggressive because I was on sale anyway. So I'll say, hey, 20% off, let's ride. Because they would have seen this weekend a lower price. So I don't want them to see sticker shock. I want to remind them, hey, here's a good deal on this item. So Joanna, as long as you don't do a nuclear reset, eBay keeps up with that for you. So eBay knows how long the items have been listed. Even though it resets every month or every 30 days, there's a history that's associated with your listing as long as you don't end in self-similar. Don, you have missed all the fun. All the fun was the first thing First thing this morning. I mean, first thing on this show.
I was recuperating from my show. Actually, mine ran over anyway, so I don't know when you started.
No, you don't click on them individually. When you're setting up the sale, so let's. Let me do it. I'll share a screen and show you. It's under. I think I clicked the wrong one. I think I'm supposed to. I did. I clicked the wrong one.
Okay, I got to run, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Scott. Good night, everybody. Have a great
See you,
one.
Tom.
Later, Tom.
I hit marketing instead of advertising. Hold on. I hit advertising instead of marketing. All right, so we're gonna create a discount. Sell it. Oops. How many times can you hit the wrong button? Come on, Beard.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right, so where are we at? Live stream. How do you share screen? Marketing summary. Here we go. Are y'all ready? Can y'all see that? We're good. Can y'all? Oh, wait a minute. I think I've got to present it. Hold on.
We don't see it.
Y'all don't see it.
Now we see a window that has it. Oh, there it is.
That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, so we're going to go to create a discount sale event. We'll tell it the 30% choose items. It doesn't. That part doesn't matter right in a second. Select items. Can y'all still see it?
Yeah, slow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See right there where it says days on site?
Yeah.
So basically, I had to create 4 sales. I had to create the 10% sale, the 20% sale, the 30% sale, the 40% sale, and I filtered them by days on site. So let's do this days on site, like 25 to 50, and we'll tell it to filter, and it's going to go. There's 118 of those items right now, and then you go down and select them, or over here and select them, and then. All right. Hopefully that helps.
I might try this.
Yes. So Kelly's 100% correct. The 2K option does allow you. If you do the other one, it does not. Had to set up 24 different ones for your store. Holy crap. And so you can be like John. You know, I don't know if I want you to be like John or not, folks. You can be like John. If you decided that this is going to be wonderful for you and you wanted to spend a couple of hours setting up sales for the next 6 months, you could set these sales up. But
you can copy. You make one and then you copy each one, and then you just change the dates. So you're making the sales optimally for 2 weeks, but however you want to do it.
So I wonder if it will change the items for your days on site, or if it won't do that or not.
I haven't messed with that yet.
I'll try an experiment with that. This is all fake and shop Photoshop. It is. I've only got one sale on my own show. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, what the hell?
But if you're running normal sales where you just select all items or whatever, like in a one discount, you can actually run those. You can set those up in advance.
Ooh.
I don't know that the other ones are working out, because if it's picking, if you're selecting individual items based on time, because that will change. All right. Took an hour. Wow, Kelly. No, all this. You're 100% right. It's all fairly easy, but I can tell you the one thing that doesn't work, if you're not trying these things out and sees what happened, because John runs sales, Kelly runs sales. Now, how many sellers are running sales out there, and how are you competing with people because I'll list at the going rate, or somewhere very close to the going rate, never above, but in that range, at the going rate or less. And because I buy well, I'll go, you know what? Let's throw it on sale. What do I care? So Mike says he does it at the beginning, change it up. $5 off every 75. Ooh, I got my second sale. 3 more to go.
Well, I've had my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sales.
You talking about Amazon?
Yeah, since we did the show.
They don't count.
It don't count, right?
We don't guarantee anything on Amazon.
eBay not so much.
Hey, I'm gonna be pushing 1,200 if I sell 1 or 2 more items. Went in.
That's really awesome. That is really motivating me to build the second account up.
I haven't even started a second account. I'm just running everything on the main account. So here's where I am. So I'll leave you with you guys to think about these last thoughts. So I thought about putting everything on the second store. Then I thought about using the main store and just putting everything in store categories, and that way I don't put some things on sale. Because I'm using this, but using a sale every weekend, I have a lot of velocity through the store. Last Monday I shipped 75. I've shipped 25 today already, and I've got 67 to ship tomorrow. I'm selling quite a bit on a 700 piece store. So that's what each weekend I'm selling 10% of the store every weekend. Pretty good turn in the last 2 weekends. That didn't count anything through the week. So, 10% of the store, and I'm listing. I got up to as much as like 715 items. Now I'm back into 600s again. I'm back into 600s again.
Tug of war with eBay. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, Joanna, that's what this has been working very well for me. So hopefully it helps everyone else, because you just gotta keep working. You fall off the wagon a little bit, just get back to work in the store, get the activity going, get the price. Because the one thing, if you haven't been paying attention to your store, the one thing I can tell you is, in this economy with everybody hurting and competitors hurting and buyers hurting, prices moving around. You've really got to be on top of what the current sales, because it could be just slightly higher than everybody else and not sell a thing. So all right, 99% off Southern Rock. I wish you luck. Guess what this is? Hey, Jenna, tell them goodbye.
Bye.
Use Tide.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now.